What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. Gonna give you guys a wrestling news wrap up of September 10th, 2015. Jasmine not being held accountable for racist remarks. WWE has issued the following statement regarding the report of NXT diva Jasmine posting racist remarks on Twitter. And I quote, WWE conducted a thorough investigation and has determined that Nupa Al-Aribi, aka Jasmine's Twitter account, was used without her knowledge when she was 16 and 17 years old. Jasmine remained apologetic for any offensive remarks that were made. Backstage report. Tough Enough finalist Amanda Scacomano signing with WWE Total Diva debut. According to sources, the belief is that Tough Enough finalist Amanda Scacomano has been signed by WWE and will be part of the Total Diva show. She has been brought to television the past 2 weeks and has been training at the Performance Center. The WWE Total Diva cast has been brought to recent TV taping, including the Pregnant Mendez and Eva Marie this week, and they have been shooting scenes with them. WWE was high on her from the start, and those involved with the show believe she has star potential. When she did not win the show, WWE felt that the fans got it wrong. Backstage report. WWE signed a new talent to a NXT referee deal. WWE has signed Eddie Orengo to an NXT deal as a referee. Orengo, who worked under the Bandio Jr. gimmick, has worked in Northeastern indie promotion for years. Several other names are rumored to be signed as well, but nothing is confirmed yet. Update on possible 2016 WWE Hall of Fame candidates. There have been early discussion about inducting Michael Hayes and the Fabulous Freebird into the 2015 WWE Hall of Fame class. WWE celebrated Hayes' 20th anniversary with the company recently, and there has been a lot of talk since then that the Freebird being inducted would make sense. It was reported that there won't be anything officially announced for months, but this is pretty much a lock. Sting vowed to defeat Seth Rollins. WWE posted footage of Sting hyping his WWE World Heavyweight Championship match against Seth Rollins at the Night of Champions event. In the clip, Sting says that former WWE Network subscribers should give the network another shot so they can make history together at Night of Champions. And I quote, "I'm not here to shake hands. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win the one thing that had invaded me my entire career. At Night of Champions, I will defeat Seth Rollins and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So come back and let's make history together." Reason WWE announced matches in advance for next week Raw. The reason behind WWE announcing a Diva Championship match between Nikki Bella and Charlotte, as well as Tag Team Championship match between New Day and the Primetime Players for next week's episode of Raw is because this will be the first week that the show is actually going against the regular season of NFL Monday Night Football, which has historically eroded about 10% from WWE ratings. Big Johnny possibly getting married on Total Diva. We reported last week that Cassie Collet, the mother of Nikki and Brie Bella, got engaged to marry John Laurinaitis. There is now talk that the wedding may be featured on an upcoming episode of Total Diva. The show is currently being filmed for another season that will air next year. Reason why WWE won't sign Kurt Angle. We reported yesterday that Kurt Angle appeared on Mark Madden's radio show and made the announcement that he would not be resigning with TNA once his contract expired in January. Angle also mentioned that he will not try to get signed by WWE, but will instead be taking a break from professional wrestling. Regarding WWE, it said that the company is hesitant on signing Angle because WWE doesn't want an Olympic gold medal dying while under contract to them. Needless to say, that will bring a tremendous amount of negative press for them. Angle has stated in the past that he has had issues with painkillers and has had a long history of drinking problems. Angle has sought help for those issues. WWE World Heavyweight title match not closing Night of Champions. There has been some speculation on which Seth Rollins' match at Night of Champions will actually main event the show. While most will figure that the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match against Sting will end the show, that doesn't appear to be the case, according to the Wrestling Observer. They speculate that Rollins' match against WWE Golden Boy John Cena will most likely close the show. NXT stars rumored to be called up to the main roster before the end of this year. Tyler Breeze is rumored to be the next NXT star to be called up to the main roster soon. Breeze had been in NXT since 2010. The rumor is that Breeze will be called up before 2015 is over. As of late, Breeze has been working the main roster live event and in dark matches at TV. Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. This year's voting ballot for the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame was recently sent out, and WWE stars Big Show, Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan were listed as new for this year. Some of the criteria to be added to the ballot are that candidates are, and I quote, 15 years after they began working for a full-time promotion, or have turned 35 and started their career at the major league level at least 10 years earlier. WWE Mexico. According to the Wrestling Observer, WWE is said to be loading up the show on their upcoming tour of Mexico to combat the implication of racism against Mexicans. The combination of Alberto Del Rio Ex's claim of racism and Rey Mysterio not being on the roster led WWE to build up the show more, including a rare appearance by The Undertaker on all 3 dates. WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair will be working as the guest general manager, and Chris Jericho is also advertised. WWE will be in Mexico on October 16th in Mérida and October 17th in Mexico City at Arena Claude and October 18th at Arena Monterrey. WWE Raw suffered a big drop in viewers this week. This week, Raw viewership numbers are in, and it's not great news for WWE. The show averaged 3.39 million viewers, which is down from the 3.89 million viewers last week. The first hour did 3.57 million viewers. The second hour was at 3.56 million viewers, and the third hour dipped to 3.2 million viewers. These numbers are for the United States courtesy of Showbuzz Daily. The show earned a 2.44 rating. It's the lowest rating since a 2.31 on New Year's Eve 2012. Part of the reason it was down is because it was the Labor Day holiday in the United States. A year ago on Labor Day, it earned a 2.81 rating. It was also down because of a huge college football game on ESPN with Ohio State beating Virginia Tech in a game watched by 17 million people. A week ago, WWE had the highest rating since June 15th with 3.89, but it was back down this week. It's probably going to hover around the low 3 million range for most of the next 4 months because this Monday is the debut of NFL Monday Night Football. They will likely get between 15 to 20 million viewers every Monday night. The third hour rating drop is significant just because it means that over 500,000 million viewers turned off the show after the first 2 hours. That's partly because WWE did a poor job of setting up big matches. The main event match was a 6-man tag that was obviously a win by the babyface, and then Steen dumping Seth Rollins' statue into a garbage truck. It's not exactly reviving television. As is always the case with ratings and viewership numbers, the average fan probably doesn't care too much, but it does matter to WWE as well as the advisor. Less eyeballs on the product hurt the company's bottom line. Backstage news on WWE Diva Champion Nikki Bella reign. Nikki Bella has less than a week to go in her quest to become the longest reigning Diva Champion of all time. The record is 295 days held by AJ Lee, and if Nikki can somehow survive against Charlotte on Monday Raw, then she'll have the record. The length of Nikki's reign is something that WWE has pushed heavily in recent weeks, even though the original plan was for her to drop the title in July, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. What WWE hasn't done in the last few months is have Nikki defend the title a lot. she had had only one televised Divas Championship match since June 14th. That was a victory on July 4th in Japan when she beat Paige and Tamina. Since May 3rd, she only had 5 title matches, with 2 of them taking place on pay-per-view, 2 on Raw and the July 4th defense. That's not a lot of defenses for somebody that WWE is trying to push as the best Diva champion ever. It was originally announced that Charlotte would face Nikki for the Diva title at Night of Champions on September 20th. The match will move up to next Monday, September 14th, so that Charlotte can try to win the title before Nikki breaks the record that she conveys so much. It's nice that WWE cares about the Diva title now. One other problem with the Diva Revolution story was that they ignored the title so much due to all of the tag matches involving the same 9 Divas week after week. Now they have the focus back on the title, so there could be a new Diva champion soon. This is an example of playing changes in WWE all the time. Is it because her boyfriend John Cena spoke up for her to management? That's not known, but it's a rumor that is out there. WWE Night of Champions 2015 spoiler for John Cena vs. Seth Rollins. If y'all don't want to hear spoilers, just pause the video. John Cena will challenge Seth Rollins for the United States Championship at WWE Night of Champions on September 20th. And when he does, it's very possible that he will win back his gold. The reason for that is, according to Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE have a large inventory of the John Cena U.S. title t-shirts that they are ready to be put back on sale. Why would they put the shirt back on sale for any reason other than wanting his fans to buy those shirts that says the champ is here with the U.S. title on it? It's because he wins back the title. Former champions oftentimes don't win their titles in rematches, but in this case it makes sense since Rollins is also the WWE champion, and it's not like he has defended the U.S. title a lot anyway. If Cena gets the U.S. title back, he can do those U.S. title open challenges again that everybody seems to enjoy and help bring prestige to the title that was sorely needed. Cena has been WWE top merchandise seller for the majority of the last decade since he been a main eventer, so it's no surprise that WWE will want to push his merchandise heavily. He also likely has more different shirt styles than any wrestler in WWE history. If he's not first all time in that category, then he's very close. Is The Undertaker planning to wrestle after WWE WrestleMania 32? The Undertaker may not be retiring at WrestleMania 32 in Arlington, Texas, after all. Most people assume that he will have his last match at that huge show in his home state, but the Wrestling Observer Newsletter is reporting that there is a thought within WWE that he can wrestle past next year's WrestleMania. It was also mentioned by WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross in a recent blog that he doesn't believe the Undertaker will be done at WrestleMania. Ross is close friends with the Undertaker, so maybe he got the info from Taker directly, or he just speculating on what he had heard. The feeling is that since Undertaker had a good match at SummerSlam with Brock Lesnar that was competitive and believable, perhaps he's more willing to wrestle longer. His next matches are set for an October tour in Mexico, and he's supposed to work 3 nights in a row. He obviously believes he can still perform at a high level, or he wouldn't be working those shows. It was noted in the Observer by Dave Meltzer that the belief in 2014 was that Undertaker might retire, which is part of the reason why Vince McMahon had Brock Lesnar beat him. There were even wrestlers in 1997 telling Meltzer that they thought Undertaker had only a few years of wrestling left just because of all the injuries he had. The rumor is that if Undertaker does compete at next year's WrestleMania, then it will likely be one final showdown against Lesnar. It's amazing how long the Undertaker has wrestled, and at age 50, he still might have a few more years left. WWE want Eric Bischoff on Steve Austin podcast. There have been talks within WWE to have Eric Bischoff appear as a guest on an upcoming Stone Cold podcast hosted by Steve Austin on the WWE Network, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. It was also mentioned that Bischoff has been very outspoken that WWE version of the Monday Night War is mostly a fantasy, which is true in some instances. Bischoff is a former WCW president and on-screen GM of WWE Monday Night Raw, who has appeared on WWE programming regularly since he was fired as GM in December 2005. During the Monday Night War series that WWE aired on WWE Network with 20 episodes running about 1 hour long for each of them, Bischoff is featured in interview tape in 2002. A lot of fans that watched the series didn't like the outdated interviews, but with Bischoff working for TNA Wrestling from 2009 to 2014, they really couldn't get new content from him. Now that he's free from TNA, he can return to WWE if he wants. WWE recently interviewed Bischoff for their Monday Night War Know Your Role DVD. There is a release of 10 episodes of the Monday Night War episode with the addition of those Bischoff interviews. That's the big selling point for it. There's no word on if WWE has an interest in bringing back Bischoff to be an on-screen character again. He was a great GM for the 3-year run he had in WWE, but at 60 years old, perhaps the company might not want to go back to him. If you can't wait for Austin to interview Bischoff, they actually did a four-part podcast together for Austin's show on Podcast One that was very informative. As we reported last week, Sting is the expected guest for Austin podcast in October, although there is no confirmed date for that show. And finally, Tough Enough star replaces Naomi on WWE Total Diva. Naomi has been replaced on WWE Total Diva, report PW Insider. The replacement is Tough Enough runner-up Amanda Dakota Mando, with PW Insider confirming she is now on the Total Diva cast. She's been at several WWE tapings recently, shooting footage with the other Total Diva. Naomi had commented on Twitter stating, and I quote, "Unfortunately, we have been replaced for the second time, but I support my girls and wish for another successful season. This is a surprise move from WWE, and Naomi can't be happy with the change. Amanda had done nothing to deserve the spot, other than losing the Tough Enough final. She had an okay look for the wrestling business, but she's not a pro wrestler. Being handed this great gig will undoubtedly cop her some locker room heat, even with her Total Diva castmate. Naomi was well liked and is a hard worker. Amanda already has some level of heat after getting personal with Diggs against Tough Enough winner Sarah Lee during the filming of that reality show. Maybe Amanda will show a ton of personality and be a great fit for Total Diva. Only time will tell. She does have a look going for her and probably benefit from a push in the description. Well, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.